Hermoso.
The Argentine judiciary is investigating claims of money laundering and tax evasion by former prosecutor Alberto Nisman. Now, Nisman died in what appeared to be a suicide, although some have insisted other forces were behind his death. Allegedly, he laundered the money through an undeclared bank account in New York City. Covering it all, here's Leonel Poletti-Caduti in Argentina.
3 months have passed since prosecutor Alberto Nisman's death, but his name is appearing in various court cases. One is for money laundering and tax evasion offences in relation to an undeclared account at the Merrill Lynch Bank in New York City. This comes after it was revealed in March that the late attorney diverted funds from the investigation unit examining the 1994 bombing of the Amir Jewish Cultural Center.
Nisman was what is called a politically exposed person. Because of his role as a public official, he had to declare all his income and also had limitations. He couldn't run a kiosk or trade in any parallel sort of way. He had certain limitations because of his role. The account in question was in the name of his family. His relatives must also be accountable for their income as family members of a politically exposed person.
Nisman co-owned the account with the man who supplied the gun that killed him, Diego Lagomarsino, his sister and his mother.
It is very likely that the account had money, which Nisman would have had to explain where it came from if he was still alive, how it was earned, and basically explain if it got there in good or bad faith. An audit to examine how the investigative unit that Nisman headed spent its budget, which was very high, was never carried out. His investigative unit had a far higher budget than any other prosecutor's office in the country. The audit was never done, so even though there is a full investigation going ahead, it cannot be ruled out that there has been some kind of irregularity or even a crime.
Initially, the investigation pointed at Lagomarsino, but eventually the imputation was extended to the mother of the deceased prosecutor, Sara Garfunkel, and his sister, Sandra.
The
case regarding the account abroad is on another level, which has to do with the financial dealings that Nisman had. After 3 months, the public realizes that he was no hero. That is to say, he had his kinks and dark spots like any other human being. What happens is that some sectors have tried to build the image of a hero, clearly with political motivation.
Meanwhile, the judiciary awaits the results of a series of measures to investigate the bank account held in the US by the late prosecutor. Leo Poletti-Caduti, Telesur, Buenos Aires.